Hello, Andrew here. Now in this video, we're going to look at payment plans and how if you set it up correctly, you can sell more courses. You know, I get a lot of questions about payment plans. Should I include a payment plan with my course? How many installments is best? How do you stop people just downloading all the content and then just cancelling? And the big question, what do you do when somebody doesn't pay? How do you collect the money? Well, by the end of this video, you'll have all the answers. So here's everything you need to know about payment plans. Let's get to it. So here's everything you need to know about payment plans. Are payment plans a good thing? Well, the short answer is yes they are. But there's a but. The object of a payment plan, of course, is to give those people who are on the fence that extra incentive to take the plunge and buy your course. It's all about selling more. What you've got to understand is the checkout page, it's a very fragile place. As the customers are getting ready to hit that buy button, there's a lot of thoughts going through the customer's mind, and the more options you give someone on the checkout page, well, the more you'll confuse them, the more they're likely to go away and think about it. And that, as we know, means they ain't coming back. I see it all too often on checkout pages. Multiple payment options. Pay full price. Pay over 3 months. Pay over 6 months. Pay over 12 months. No. If you're offering a payment plan, make it really simple. Just have one option. Well, 2 if you include the pay full price, of course. But you should only have one split payment offer. Just one monthly payment option, be it 3 months, 6 months, or whatever. But just have one. Decide what you want to offer, and that's it. Don't make it complex. So, which is better? 2, 3, 6, or 12 payments? Well, for one, I personally don't like 12 months. I think it's too long. You're going to spend too much time, way too much time managing it, chasing up failed payments. 6 months? Well, maybe. If you're doing some really high ticket items, say something over $2,000, then 6 months is a viable option. Normally, in most cases, 3 months is manageable. I'd say 3 months is actually the sweet spot. Splitting the payments into 3 works pretty well. The rate of non-payers, it's pretty low. You're going to have some, but if you're delivering value, which you should be, your non-payments are going to be in single figures. But the big worry that every content creator has when offering split payments is people joining, downloading the content, and then just leaving and not paying. Now, yeah, unfortunately, some people, a small minority of people, are like that. And even if you're not offering your content, say it's videos, even if you're not allowing the videos to be downloaded, it's not hard for somebody with just a very basic knowledge of tech to figure out how to download the videos. Now, of course, not everyone is like this. In my experience, most people are pretty honest. But if you want to protect yourself and at the same time improve the viewing experience for your customers, you could drip the content. You could drip it over a period of, say, 2 months. And by drip, just in case you're not familiar with this term, all it means is it means instead of releasing your course, say, in one go, you may release, say, a chapter a week. You split it up over time. Actually, pricing plans aside, dripping content, this is a really smart way to release your course. It means all your customers are roughly in the same place. And it's easy to do. And platforms like Kajabi actually have this feature built in to make dripping your content easy. So, by releasing your content over an extended period of time, you're going to improve your non-payment rate. Now, of course, you won't totally prevent it, but you will reduce it. And for that small percentage of people who would download everything and then leave, well, they can't, because if it's not there, they can't download it. Now, if you do this, and this is important, so if you're multitasking, just listen up. Make sure you make it really clear when you're selling your course. You've got to be totally transparent. If you're not, you won't be dealing with non-payments, you'll have a lot of chargebacks, and that's worse. When it comes to payment plans, there's 2 trains of thought. You can charge more, for example, say your course was $997, that's the single price point. You could offer a payment plan of, say, 3 payments of $347. Have I done my maths right? Yes, I have. The other option, and actually I do prefer this option, you could offer your customers who pay in full something extra. Could be extra videos, access to, say, a live Q&A session, maybe even some downloadable templates. Just make sure what you're offering is really valuable. If you don't, Most of your sign-ups are going to be via the split payment option, and that means you've got to wait months for your money. The idea of a payment plan is to catch those people who wouldn't have purchased because they don't have the money right now. It's to increase your overall revenue, not to make you wait for your revenue. So, what do we do about those people who don't pay? Those who miss a payment? How do we handle these people? Well, first off, if you're using, say, Kajabi and somebody misses a payment, it declines a couple of times, Kajabi automatically locks their access. It's your job now to reach out and try and convince them to pay. To start with, you've always got to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's quite often just an oversight. First, I'd send a couple of emails explaining what's happened and ask if they could sort it out, but be understanding. If they're genuine, it's in your interest to work with them to find a solution. Now, if you don't hear back, if they make no attempt to pay, you've got an option. You could leave it, just cut your losses, or you could pass it over to a debt collection company. It depends on what you want to do about it. Personally, I judge each case on its own merits. Chasing non-payment, it is a bit of a skill. And if you're going to outsource it, and a lot do, then you've got to make sure whoever's doing this for you, they know what they're doing. Now, there are companies, specialist companies like Gravy, that do this, and Gravy does it really well. I'm not affiliated with them, I earn nothing if you use them. I'm only recommending them because of the results that I know they deliver. If you're doing more than, I think it's 100 grand a year. If you're doing more than, say, 100 grand a year, or whatever the minimum turnover is, these guys will deal with all the chasing of the payments for you. And I've got to say, these guys are really good at it. They more than pay for themselves. Well, that's it on payment plans. So, until next time, bye for now.